Hey everybody, Josh the RV Nerd here again at HaylettRV, and today I want to talk about what makes a pop-up or fold-down camper the best. I've noticed that the names of these things seems to vary pretty greatly depending on where you live in the country. It's kind of like here we call it pop, but you probably call it soda or Coke. Around here I call it a grocery cart. Down in Texas you probably call it a buggy. It just depends on where you live. But regardless of what you call it, a barbecue by any other name is still a barbecue, you know? The thing that makes pop-up campers or fold-downs the best is the budget. It's the simplest, least expensive way to take your family camping. It's the lowest entry budget of the RV world. They tend to hold their value pretty well, actually, because there's a lot of people out there who are looking for an inexpensive way to take their family camping the first time. And well, I want to make sure I don't, go eyes deep in debt trying to finance something the first time. So we're going to buy a used pop-up to make sure we like it before we go all in on this thing. Well, as a result, the resale of these things is pretty high because there's a fairly good demand for them, especially in the used market. So they're not expensive. You can park them anywhere. They're lightweight, so limited tow capacity vehicles, like maybe you got a minivan or a small SUV, or a rare rear-wheel drive big car. You just don't see a lot of those anymore, but there's still a couple of them old big Lincolns and Buicks floating around out there. Maybe that's why we call them a boat, because they float around. It doesn't matter. I'm getting off topic again. Man, I've been doing that a lot lately. Point is, smaller vehicles can take one of these camping. In some cases, it might be the only game in town. It might be the only thing that you can tow. Some of them have a bathroom. Some of them don't. Some of them have an 8-foot box. Some of them have a 12-foot box. Some of them have in between. Some have a slide. Some don't. They, like anything else, they come in different shapes and sizes. But the common recurring theme is that they're light and they're less money. And those aren't bad things. If you're just if you've been actually camping, like tent camping for a lot of years, you're going to feel like you're in the Taj Mahal here, partner. The first time it rains, you're going to be sitting in this thing going, it's terrible outside and it's great in here. If you've had a fully enclosed travel trailer, you're probably not going to like one of these things. But it's kind of one of those things in life where it's easy to go forward, it's hard to go back. It's kind of like you folks would probably never dream in a million years of using dial-up internet anymore. You'd be like, nope, you got dial-up. Wash my hands. I ain't even going to use your internet. It's terrible. But at the end of the day, they're lighter, they're less money. They require a bit of cranking. That is one of the things, like, I do recommend them for folks who are a little more able-bodied. The power lift on these is nice, but you still have to, like, pull beds in and out and whatnot, and sometimes you got to hook poles under the beds, and they require a little bit of doing. But if you got the elbow grease available, you got the back and the hips that can make it happen, and you just don't feel like going broke on the budget, or you just don't need to, get a pop-up or fold down, or whatever you want to call it. And give us a call here at Haylett's and we'll get you camping. So take care, stay safe, have fun. Haylett, I did it twice, 2 weeks in a row. Screwed up my own tagline. It's not even that hard. It's not even that hard.